Hello and welcome back to Panzer Corps. And yeah, the Battle of Omaha. Sorry, it took Guderian a little while to do the second episode of this one, but yeah, here it is. Just a quick reminder, we're on turn 4. The American turn is imminent, and yeah, we're in a pretty good position, I would say. Some interesting discussions for strategic details on the last video, so you might want to check this out. There are still things we can improve, but obviously not in this video because this already has happened. It's a replay, but yeah, I will look to incorporate those things. So let's see what the Americans can do. Let's take a quick look at the front line. Everything should be nice and secure. We're not exposed anywhere, so I'm not expecting big troubles. But yeah, you never know. There might be a ninja tank again. And one unit still to move, but here they come. Yeah, that was absolutely nothing. This infantry wandered off. We can smash it. It's putting up quite the fight. Hard to get rid of it, so I'm even pulling back one of my scouts. Doesn't work out either. Yeah, the artillery has to do it, and actually I'm not. One moment, the game refuses to stop again. I'm not really happy about that because now I'm kind of in the back. I have not really any units that can go forward and block the rivers. I've sent forward fighters to disturb them, but I have no artillery back up for this Jagdpanther, so I'm not too keen on putting him forward because he is vulnerable to infantry attacks. He won't get much damage, but I don't want to get any damage. So this front certainly is a little bit delayed now. And I still don't have an airport. Yeah, I still don't have an airfield here, so no way to get fuel and ammunition for my bombers and fighters. Only the starting locations, but that's far back. I don't want that. And here, first thing, always check if there's some air cover fire, anti-aircraft fire. Because once that's gone, those tanks are completely open, and we will exploit this. And sending the tanks in this direction is not a problem. This bridge is still blocked, and we have another tank that can block this one. But I'm not moving forward too aggressively. Yeah, and I have to deal with this infantry. I would like to use this level bomber, but I simply don't have the right tools at the moment. Yeah, but here comes the Jagdtiger. Trying to deal with Patton doesn't work out at all. So this first round of attack in Omaha was not very successful. So I'm holding back for now. No use to rush it. I think we have enough time left. So they are not ready to get stormed. Maybe next turn. So big mistake trying to rush it. Take your time until you're in a perfect position. The only reason not to prepare is if you know you're running out of time and you have to risk it and simply dash in, but you will take heavy losses doing that. Yeah, but in the south the resistance is already broken. We know there's nothing here. We scouted that. So we can dash ahead here. Use the full movement range of my units. Yeah, the Americans, one moment, we are already in our own turn, did absolutely nothing. The only thing that took the trap, they always try to block this bridge. I don't know why, it doesn't help them at all, because this is the worst position ever, because I can't go over the river anyways. The bridge is blocked, so why put a unit on the bridge? I don't know. And they put Patton on it, so yeah, now he's vulnerable, and now we can start to break them. But still, this infantry is giving me quite some troubles. Yeah, attack for the fighter, I'll take that. And now we can use the fighters to soften them up a little bit. Yeah, and finally the infantry is gone, but once again, yeah, now, one moment. This is a tricky situation. Yeah, if you look at this layout here, I blocked the bridges, that's all right. And yeah, they're not going to go out, but in case they do, they will run in a very bad trap. They see nothing else. They cannot reinforce here, so we are safe here. And yeah, I guess we are catching up on this front line. Not across the Mississippi, but those are already weakened, so it shouldn't be a problem. But now the interesting part will be around Omaha. Bombing the shit out of Patton. Completely suppressing him. I do want to force a surrender on him. Let's see. Yeah, worked out. And that's over 100 prestige points. I will gladly take those. Yeah, and another thing maybe to... Yeah, and here, now we will watch this. First attack by the Jagd... Ah, that was bad. 2 damage taken against pretty much completely suppressed Wolverine. Yeah, not the greatest performance, but I like to have this tank because he can control situations. This way, this whole front line is pretty much blocked off, and I don't care if they attack into the Jagdtiger. I don't think they're going to, but he can stand its ground wherever you put him. So that's a great unit. It's slow, but it's a great unit. And for attack in Omaha, this river location is great because they cannot reach it by veer. Yeah, they could reach it with one tank, but it has artillery protection and the attacking tank is on the river as well. But then the infantry can do nothing. So you either can take Omaha from the south, or via this hex, or you completely suppress and dig out this infantry, then you can force it to withdraw by an infantry attack, and then they're open. Yeah, now I'm relocating my forces. There's a resistance point here. Very often they're buying reinforcements here. This time they didn't. So that's bad news. Reinforcements will be in the back. Yeah, let's see. I'm not going to attack. I don't think I'm going to attack this anti-aircraft cannon. I have no artillery left to suppress it. And yeah, if you look at the line of our ground troops on the minimap, I don't want to get ahead too much on one front line and expose myself. And yeah, forming a nice defensive line, you can do it like this, 2 hexes in between, so they cannot go through. They will always get stopped by area of control. The only thing they can do is, if they come from here, they can go here or here. So be careful not to place artillery in one of those hexes. They're not safe here. They would be safe here, they would be safe here. No way for them to go through. Yeah, simply bombing around Omaha now. Maybe drain the ammunition and yeah, prepare for storming the city next turn. Yeah, bringing forward more troops, scouting a little bit. Yeah, detected another armored group here, so we are not going near them. Detecting another armored group. Yeah, and they try to go for the scout tank, I guess, but I can live with that. And they're attacking into the Jagdtiger, and see, he can hold his ground even against yeah, too many things happening here. Yeah, complain if I'm interrupting too much, please. The Jagdtiger, if you attack into an anti-tank cannon, it gets initiative bonus. So very bad idea to do it with tanks. They did it and no damage at all. Even the Pershing couldn't do a thing. And now they're completely out of ammunition. So that's perfect. We can crush them. On the river, no ammo, no ammo. This one is weak. So the Battle of Omaha is pretty much over. And yeah, we didn't have to do anything, basically. They wasted themselves more or less here. And that will free up the Air Force to start harassing one of those groups. And we only have to deal with them now. And here's the thing. Yeah, that's why I was hesitant to put this Jagdpanther to the front. Yeah, not great against infantry and very likely to get damaged, but I still wanted to block the river, not to draw one of those heavy tanks. I think the Pershing is already gone, but yeah, it's bad if you have 3 of them suddenly here. Hard to deal with them. We have only 2 tanks here, or 2 armored units here. We have to control the situation and yeah, avoid that they are breaking loose. Yeah, we are right here. No, it's already our own turn. Yeah, this is still a tricky situation. I don't have the means to deal with this infantry here. And finally we have our airfield. But now they are going to collapse. No question about that. Yeah, and see, the Jagdpanther proved useful after all. So, yeah, not all units have to be quick. Even on Guderian. Yeah, now we have the firepower to safely deal with this unit. And yeah, like I said, it's absolutely no use to rush it. Because we need air support to deal with these armored groups here. Yeah, and the Flammpanzer simply doesn't cut it this time. Don't know why. Yeah, we need air support to deal with those units. Yeah, let's look at the big picture a little bit. Yeah, still we are not happy about the situation here. We are losing a lot of time. Yeah, maybe one more infantry unit in the north could help. Dispatching one of my Tigers to deal with the tanks from the other side. And yeah, it's no use to play it quicker and try to rush taking the city and risk taking losses against the anti-aircraft cannon and moving forward. Because the only risk you take is getting ambushed by one of the armored groups. There might be one back here, you can never know. And yeah, we need the level bombers to deal with them and the heavy tanks to shield. So if those heavy groups are delayed somewhere, you can delay the attack on the rest of the front as well. So all has to be coordinated. It's no use to often it's a good way to trap enemy units to soften one part of the front line if you're getting attacked. The enemy is drawn into it if they take the bait, and then you can crush them. So I don't think the AI is smart enough to do that, but yeah, generally good thing not to let yourself drawn into it. The only exception is if you have the troops to break the front line at this point, and it's a deliberate move to break through blitzkrieg tactic and surround them. Yeah, gathering information, using the fighters as scouts, staying out of range here until we have reformed our task force. Yeah, and this time they're moving. They're not waiting till they're getting smashed. But yeah, that's not going to help them. And I think now we have the means to break this city. Yeah, but I was expecting a little bit more of the Flammpanzer actually. So I have to pull back here, and now we have the city. Yeah, detected the moving units. And one moment. Yeah, and that's the problem with delayed attacks. Now we don't have units to block this bridge. They can swarm into here. Of course, we have not crushed them. Too slow on this front. You see it's not a line, but more a diagonal line. Yeah, would prefer it to be a straight line. But around Omaha, the resistance is broken. They are staying. This is the group that moved to the north. Yeah, so nothing too bad, but a little bit annoying. Yeah, and here we are reforming, like I said, our task group. I sent some of them to the north to help in the attack. Here we spotted the Jackson. I want it completely suppressed. And that's very difficult with the Jackson. But then it's toast. Denying them vision. And scouting ahead. That's too quick for you to see, I guess, but we are not uncovering any resistance here. Now this group is doomed. They cannot have a chance against these forces. Those, yeah, out of fuel, out of ammunition almost, so not a danger, only this one left. No reinforcements in the back, so now we know they withdrew to the city. And yeah, so we can already reach Denver here. There won't be anything in our way. So the only obstacle we have to care about now is around Amarillo. And the final targets are already very close. And yeah, half time. We're on turn 8, so it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, scouts very useful here. Trying to force a surrender here, but it doesn't quite work out. And now I'm picking the targets without air defenses. And yeah, like I said, they don't stand a chance here. And having great range on the artillery certainly helps. Now we can single out the first Jackson. I'm not going in here. Would be stupid. Yeah. That was bad luck. So the Flammpanzer is not really performing. Tried to force a surrender here, but yeah, the Flammpanzer didn't manage to do one bit of damage or suppression. So we had 11 shots, and to do one damage or one suppression, and yeah. No, yeah, I think he had more shots because he has a higher rate of fire, but yeah, all missed. So this is a bad roll if you want one. But doesn't matter. We broke them anyways. But I think we took a damage on the Tiger. and making sure to suppress that over the long run reduces a lot of damage you would take. Scouting and pulling forward troops that are trailing a little bit behind. Yeah, now we spotted the last, I don't know if it's the last, but one of the last Pershings. Yeah, and let's take a look at the remaining defenses. We have a big group here around Denver. Yeah, nothing in the north, so this shouldn't be a problem. And yeah, resistance, yeah, tucked in here around Albuquerque, but yeah, opportunities for surrenders, I would say. But this can take a few turns to break them, so we have to be careful not to waste too much time here. And they're withdrawing, giving up their position, focusing on defense, taking the Canadian city in the north, not to forget it. Now the scouts can clear out remaining targets, and the heavy tanks are already zooming to the south. One moment, and we're gladly taking the opportunity to seize the terrain they have given up. And yeah, it's already I don't know, they are beleaguered, I guess, encircled. Here the tanks pretty quick. We have only turned 10 and we have them in range, the final targets in range. So this is a very big map, so it's sometimes hard to see where those units are going. Those are from a group that was rather in the north, so I'm now sending them already to Denver to hit them from the north, and those units are more than enough to deal with this last engineer. And because of our scouting, we have complete information about the enemy already, so we know where he is and where he is not, so we can arrange our troops in a perfect way. Yeah, and we cannot go in this turn, so good idea to take in fuel and ammunition. And everything is going to the south. Yeah, and the Americans are withdrawing. So I think we are going to finish this episode now. No use to do another. And it's raining. Okay, that's why we are not seeing anything. And this is a perfect opportunity to close in on the final target because the enemy is not seeing as well. And once again, very helpful, the Jagdtiger. Yeah, it's protecting a huge part of the front line and guarded by this heavy railway cannon. It's unbreakable. The other heavy tanks going to zoom in. We have to check if there is any aircraft fire here. Otherwise we cannot use all level bombers, so priority target would be an anti-aircraft cannon. Yeah, no use to talk about that. He is doomed. And yeah, here we have to be a little bit careful because we don't have not too great scouting information. Yeah, sending in all those in order to hit something if the weather clears up. Risking the scout, I don't care about him. Just to get more information. And a very careful approach. I don't want to risk more losses here. Yeah, they're going into it. That wasn't that great. But good enough. The Pershing is stopped. Yeah, I lost the scout. Doesn't matter. They don't have vision on the other units. Wow. That was a very bad attack for them. Yeah, the engineers put up quite a fight, but now they are gone. So every target is taken. Now we can focus on breaking the final resistance points. Anti-aircraft cannon, priority target. Yeah, attack on the artillery. Love to see that. Yeah. Gone. And now Denver is doomed. Even the defensive artillery is gone. Pershing is gone. And this should be the end of the last tank. The Jagdtiger failed me. Wow, that was a big hit. One hit kill. Yeah, but that's too much for them to handle. In the south it's a little bit more tricky, because we don't have that many troops here. Normally those tanks are already gone, so this force is totally enough to take the final targets, but now we have to be a little bit more careful here. One moment, it's good idea. No. They are shifting some of their tanks to the north. That's a bad idea. Denver is lost, so I don't know why they are trying to defend it. And yeah, suppressed and destroyed, so this tank is gone. But yeah, we have 3 turns left. Yeah, should be no problem at all, but the tricky part is not to take any losses here. And there's still a lot of tanks here, so let's see what we're doing. First priority is to deal with the remaining resistance here in order to be able to take them from the north as well. We are trying to force the surrender on these engineers. Yeah, they're pretty heavily entrenched, so it takes some time. But now they're gone. Yeah, now Albuquerque is completely surrounded. Don't want to risk anything against Jackson. And always keep my tanks defended here. So I'm not taking any chances here. Yeah, see why? Ambush and gone. And there's another Pershing here. But first priority is the anti-aircraft cannon. And we have enough time, so I'm taking it very slow here. Once again, traps with artillery. It's the same principle as with the fighters. Show them the target, but don't show them the defensive artillery. Vision range of 2, so the tanks are in vision range, but not the artillery round. Yeah, and I would be scared if I was the Americans. Yeah, works out again. This Pershing takes a lot of hits and doesn't do any damage. And now we are closing in. We have to smash the artillery. Perfect. And now it's time for the anti-aircraft cannon to go. That's it. Now we can send in the bombers. And we have a lot of artillery to finish off suppression. And we can even try to force more surrenders here. Yeah, just like that. That's almost 100 prestige, so... Ah, yeah. Well, this didn't work out. Completely destroyed it instead of forcing it to surrender. Movement on the Wolframen. Yeah, not sure about that. That's situational, can be helpful sometimes. Yeah, but that's it. And here's another trick I like to do. I keep this last city open so they can buy reinforcements if they have some prestige left. Just to gain more experience for my troops. But yeah, they didn't buy anything. So the only thing left to do is force a surrender here to add insult to injury, but it's not going to happen. And I even want to do it with the Jagdpanther, but doesn't work out. So here we go. That's it. The mid-mast on Rommel. We had, yeah, almost no losses. The Jagdpanther got the Jagdtiger got a little bit of a beating, but he has now, yeah, at least 1 star, so he's gaining experience. The other troops, I think no damage on the artillery whatsoever. Even this railway gun has now 1 experience point. That's important. And the tanks almost all have still 12 strength remaining. Only those 2 got a little bit of a beating. I think no damage on the Luftwaffe. Is it possible? Yeah, I think no damage on the Luftwaffe. So I'm pretty happy with this result. We completely stomped them, I would say. So yeah. Looking forward to Manstein, and I think the Midwest is the easiest of the three US scenarios. But I was a little bit worried about the time limit in Guderian, and I'm still worried about the 15th ranks armored forces at Manstein, but we will see how we'll fare against them next video. So haven't done that yet, so I'm hard to predict how we're going to do. So see ya, and yeah, have a fine day. Bye.